Hi, my name is Stephen Williams. I'm from Wales in the United Kingdom, and I'm here at the retreat in Montenegro with Doctor Filonov. It's day 2 of my dry fasting, and it's day 1 of the retreat. A little bit about my story. I became very suddenly ill about 2.5, 3 years ago, practically overnight. I was in my mid-30s, active, healthy, happy, and I suddenly started getting very intense nervous system related symptoms and neuropsychiatric symptoms that I'd never experienced for a day in my life prior. It's a very scary time that put me off work for an extended period, and I went from exercising, happy, healthy, to unable to function, unable to exercise, and I've had a lot of symptoms show up since, which I'm hoping the retreat will help resolve. In terms of my journey, it took me a long while to get a diagnosis. Like many people with chronic illness, I've been diagnosed with Lyme disease, Babesia and Bartonella, heavy metal toxicity, mold and SIRS, and also potentially there's a COVID element to it to do with the time that it activated, and also I took some medications earlier in my life that may have had a significant impact on where I'm at. So over the last couple of years, in truth, I've kind of thrown the kitchen sink at it, trying to get well. I've undertaken, I've been to Lyme clinics throughout Europe to do hypothermia treatment. I've undertaken stem cell therapy. I've tried all different herbal therapies and alternative medicine approaches. I've been under the care of a Lyme doctor in the United States, in New York, and tried antibiotic therapy, and all the therapies I'd tried to date had pretty much not helped at best and made things far worse at worst. I've suffered with my symptoms. I have insomnia. I have very intense anxiety and depression that presents for no reason. That's probably the most disabling of my symptoms. And also issues around food sensitivities, mast cell related issues, and gastrointestinal issues. So I basically came across fasting as a modality from an appointment I had with a alternative medicine practitioner in the UK called Paul Foley, who spoke very highly of dry fasting as an option for me, given where I was at. And I looked into it. I'd heard of water fasting, but never dry fasting. All the common misconceptions of surely you'd die after 3 days with no food and no water. He pointed me in the direction of Michelle's book and the retreat website here, the Healthy Universe website. So I started my research. He told me to sit on it for a week or two. But in honesty, it resonated with me straight away, and I knew it was something I wanted to do. After going through Michelle's book, I got inspiration from the fact that she's tried everything and hadn't, despite her best efforts, got to the point where she could feel well. And I've always intuitively felt that if I'm going to get out of this mess, it'll be my body that brings me out of it. I find that I don't agree with pharmaceuticals. My constitution, it doesn't go well when I've tried to take medication. So I had a consultation with Doctor Filonov and Svetlana, and they guided me towards the 21-day program, which I started straight away. I'd had limited time to prepare for the fast due to when I found out about this as an option. So I've been preparing as a bit of a crash course over the last 2 months. I got started straight away. I did a 5-day water fast with a liver flush, and the results were absolutely remarkable. For the first time in 2.5 years, I felt like my mind was my own consistently. It was very challenging physically. I think I was detoxing quite heavily, but mentally, I haven't felt clarity like it. And yeah, it was just a real game changer for me. I then began the refeed, and symptoms drifted back, which I've been told is not uncommon. It's a process, and you have to keep riding that wave. And I then followed the nutritional advice and undertaken a 2-day and a 3-day dry fast. Again, I've experienced symptom resolution from a neuropsychiatric and a nervous system point of view when I've been fasting. I've had some tricky refeeds, but it's all part of the process. I'm excited here to do an extended dry fast, and from being here for the first day, I don't think I could be in better hands. I had some challenges with traveling here. My flight was delayed and I had to have an overnight stay, and that was quite stressful, but I was in touch with Svetlana and the team, and they sorted out a taxi transfer for me as soon as I got in, and they totally took care of things from that end. I've been able to recover a bit here today. I've been out on a nice long walk. The area where the retreat is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I feel like I'm finding my feet after a rougher second day than I've had previously, probably due to the travel. And yeah, day 3 I felt okay. I'm still having pangs of hunger and thirst, but I know from experience that dies off with time. I'm just riding the ups and downs. I'm starting to feel a little bit lightheaded, so I'm just moving a little slower. But once again, my nervous system and my neuropsychiatric symptoms have really, really drastically improved whilst I'm fasting. I'm just excited to be guided by the best here and take things forward over the coming week and work on long-term healing, because that's my aim with this, is to get back to a life that where without limits, and I'm very determined to do that. So I'm excited to be on this journey, and I'm just grateful to everybody here. Hi, I'm here on day 2 of the retreat. It's day 3 of my fast. Today's been good in parts. It's come with a lot of struggle though. Felt a bit of anxiety, with some sadness, which are kind of the neuropsychiatric symptoms I struggle with sometimes with my illness. It's flared up, so that's been a little unsettling. It was really positive though. I'm here fasting with a great group of people, and I spoke to them about my concerns, and they really lifted me, explained that they'd been through similar. Some fasters are further on in the journey than myself, and they explained that they rode the wave and they're now in a good place. So I think that's one of the benefits of being here, is the shared experience and learning from others and learning from their experience, and the group mentality really does drive you. Another positive, I managed to get a pretty good night's sleep last night, which is a rarity on the fasts I've done previously, so that's really helped. It's been a beautiful day here, so I spent some time on the beach sunbathing, and I've been for a walk. We had a treatment which was a little bit painful, but no pain, no gain, as the staff told me. So I'm happy to do whatever it takes to heal. And yeah, it's been really informative. There's been a great lecture. I'm learning stuff all the time. Feeling a little overwhelmed with thinking, there's a long way to go, but I know I'm in the right place with the right people, and just taking it a day at a time and trying to move forward. Excited to see what tomorrow brings. Hi, I'm on day 4 of my dry fast and on day 3 of the retreat. Feeling quite a bit better mentally than I was yesterday. I had a dip yesterday. I think it was the first acidosis crisis. Today's been a lot steadier. I got a good night's sleep again. So I'm enjoying that while it lasts. So we had a great yoga and meditation session this morning. Had massage with Anastasia, and she is so strong and brutal, but I feel so much better after it. They really, really know what they're doing here. In terms of how I'm feeling right now, bit of waves of exhaustion, but I'm still keeping walking, keeping active, and just trying to make the most of everything and trying to take it one day at a time. I've been thinking about in terms of why I'm here and why I chose this. I thought it might enlighten some people watching this, because I know before I made the decision to come, I was hanging on every word of the people that did this video, which is why it was important to me to do it. The reason I chose it is it's not really clear what's the main driver for my health issues. I mean, I've tested positive for Lyme, there could be a COVID element given when my issues began and really fully surfaced. I've had mold toxicity, I've had viral issues, some heavy metals, mast cell. So it's all one big mishmash, and I'm really found it impossible to unpack, and Western medicine had really kind of failed me with that. So The reason why dry fasting really appealed to me is I kind of feel like if anything's going to get me out of this, it'll be something that harnesses the wisdom of my own body. And it kind of, the thing that really appealed is it doesn't matter what of those things I've named is the main driver, or whether it's a combination. Dry fasting can act as a reset for all of that, and that's what I'm really hoping. I'm early in my journey, but I'm now in uncharted territory. I've only done a 2-day and a 3-day dry fast in preparation to come along with the water fast and liver flush on the great 21-day program that they offer. So I'm in uncharted territory, and so far so good. Just trying to take it one day at a time. Hi, so it's day 5 of my dry fast and day 4 of the retreat. It's been a bit of a rougher day. I woke up, I actually had a great sleep, which I'm really grateful for, because it's something a lot of people struggle with. But when I woke up, I kind of felt like I'd been hit by a truck a little. But I managed to get on a short walk, and I was really worried this morning about how I was feeling. But I went for my daily treatment with the girls, and they gave me a liver massage, which really perked me up, and I'm feeling a lot better now. Had some bee sting therapy on my liver, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I also had a bee sting on my perineum. The reason for that is it can really help with men's health issues around the prostate, and although I don't have an issue there, I figure while I'm here with this very skilled team that I make the full experience and everything they have to offer. So I've been tired throughout the day. I'm still having waves of ups and downs, and thirst has really started to kick in a little now. But I'm chipping away slowly. Sunday, which would be the day I intend to break my fast, feels a long way away still. But I'm taking it one day at a time, and I'm in good hands. And the lecture was really interesting today too. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, Stephen Williams. I'm on day 5 of the retreat and day 6 of my dry fast. I feel okay. Sunday, which is the day I'm aiming for breaking the fast, still feels a little way off, but I'm feeling like I'm starting to get there. I'm into the last block of 3 tomorrow, and I'm starting to feel really motivated. It's been really challenging. There have been a lot of ups and downs over the last few days, and that's one thing I've really learned, is that when you feel like you're hitting a wall, it's easy to think of things as linear, and that you come into the end of the tether, but you do get these extra bursts, and it comes in waves. And that's one thing I'd like to tell people who are considering coming here next, because I know I took a lot from these videos before I came here. If you're feeling rough, quite often it passes. I've had a great massage today and bee sting therapy, and I'm feeling good. I'm really optimistic for the next few days, as hard as it still is, and I know there'll be more ups and downs, but I'm ready to ride them. You can see here that the team, because we're getting to the business end of things for most people on the retreat, you can see they're really ramping up, checking in on everybody, making sure everybody's fine. If some people are struggling a little more than others, they're taking a lot of care and attention towards those people. And I feel very well supported here. And I also feel very well supported by the people back home who are checking in on me. My parents, my loved ones, my best friends. That's really motivated me and pushed me on, and it's quite humbling. So yeah, I'm excited for the next few days, although I know they won't be without their challenges. And roll on Sunday. I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Hi, Stephen Williams. This is day 6 of the retreat and day 7 of my dry fast. Things are really starting to get towards the tail end now. I'm on the home straight, the final 3. In truth, my exit still feels quite a way off. Your mind really does play tricks with you when you start getting to the end. You start having a lot of ups and downs. It's some parts of the day have been really good, and others have been a struggle. And I expect that to be the case to the end, but I'm determined to get there. Things are going okay. One thing I've noticed, and I was briefed on this by the excellent information given to me by the team here, is that you can start to feel more sensitive towards the end when your liver is cleansing. And I've noticed that I'm not in a anxiety and depression kind of way, more in a, when you connect with somebody and they say something that is positive, you're flooded with joy. Sometimes when there's a bit of tension and negativity, you really feel that too. And it's become very obvious. You start being introspective and noticing these things in yourself. And it's really been part of the learning journey for me on this. So today I had a great leg massage and some apitherapy. I had a morning meditation and yoga guided by Michelle, and that was excellent. I've walked a little. I'm not as strong as I have been, so I'm walking a little less now. I'm trying to keep it on the flat, but just feeling positive, just counting down the hours now, and excited to get to the finish line. And one thing I'd like to talk about was probably my biggest concern coming here, and I imagine it's a big concern for a lot of people considering this, and that is that's my weight. So I'm 5'11". I've always been a lean, athletic person, but prior to my illness in 2021, I weighed on average around 175 pounds. Sorry, I'm not great with kilos, but 175 pounds. I then dropped with my illness down to around 150 pounds on average, sometimes a little less. And when I was doing the practicing fasts, I was getting down to 135, and I was very, very nervous about that. I spoke to the team, and they constantly reassured me that it was okay. But in truth, I still had that niggling worry and that doubt. You see your appearance change, you look quite thin, it worries you. And one thing that reassured me, and it's something that I speak to for people concerned and considering coming to the retreat, is you're surrounded by people going through the same thing. I arrived and quite early realised that, okay, so I'm not the smallest person here, and everybody else is managing. Nobody seems worried. The doctor and the team are checking on you every day, and they don't seem worried. And that was a huge reassurance, because I think if I was going through a long dry fast at home for the first time, I think it would have panicked me greatly getting down to the kind of weight I am now. And I don't know if I would have persevered. So just having that reassurance has been really strong motivator for myself, and it's made me feel safe. And it's something I'd recommend to anybody else who would have the same concerns. In truth, since I've been here, I haven't even stepped on the scales, because, as I've been told, it's not important. I know that I'm lighter and weaker than I would typically be right now. But I also know that that's temporary, that this is a necessary cleansing process, and I'll have the opportunity to build back better when I come through the other side, without the food intolerance, hopefully, without the exercise intolerance. And I'm really excited to see that version of myself. So 2 days to go. I'm counting the hours, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Hey, so it's day 7 of the retreat and day 8 of my dry fast, and I've really hit the wall. It was a very difficult night. It's the first night where my sleep went terribly. I maybe got an hour. But I have to be incredibly thankful, because for a lot of people, they have difficulties with their sleep a lot earlier. But yeah, I'm really feeling it today. Day 8, it's the exit that I'm aiming for on the morning of the 10th morning. Still seems a long way off. It's, what would it be, 37 hours away, not that I'm counting. And yeah, we've been advised by the doctor and the lovely staff here just not to speak very much, just to take it easy, listen to our bodies. I think one thing that's affected me today is the fact that it's been very, very stormy. So I haven't been able to force myself out for a little walk to get that fresh air in. And I think they imprint on you the importance of walking and keeping moving. And I really see the benefit with that. It energizes you more than you think. So I may try and steal a little walk after this recording. My plan's an early night, and then hopefully one day left and on the home straight. So I'll check in tomorrow. Hi, it's Stephen Williams on day 8 of the retreat, and I can't really believe I'm saying this, but day 9 of my fast. I've made it nearly to the end, and I'm super excited. I'll be breaking my fast in 13 hours. I'm sure the water is going to taste like pure ecstasy. I cannot wait. Reflecting on the journey, it's really hard. But I'm so glad I did it. I really, truly believe that I've given myself the best chance of healing. I don't know how far this first fast will take me, but I believe it's really been a step in the right direction. The thing I've said when I've spoken to friends and family, when they ask about the people I'm here with and what I've been doing, my answer to them has been, well, there are plenty of people here who are back for their second and 1 or 2 even for a third fast. And my answer is that if they weren't seeing the positive benefits, they wouldn't be putting themselves through this again. So that speaks volumes. The fact that these people see such positive changes, that they're coming back and doing it again. And they've all been so great imparting their wisdom on me as a newbie. I've felt really supported by the staff as well as the attendees. It feels like one big family that we've all been through a struggle together. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what the future holds. I've had some really, really upbeat, positive feelings about getting my life back, about what that will look like, about the sense of normality that this could bring. I'm just super excited. And barring something nuclear happen, which, touch wood, it won't, I'll be breaking my fast at 5 a.m. tomorrow. And I expect to be tired because I've seen a lot of close friends here who kind of have a little crash in energy when they begin the refeed. But bring it on, I'm so excited. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Hi, it's day number 9 of the retreat and the first day of my refeed. Truth be told, it's been a really rough one. It's been quite hellish, to be honest. Yesterday, it was a difficult day. I was really feeling pulled towards the end of the fast, but I was filled with optimism and excitement. Hardly slept. I woke up at 5 a.m. full of euphoria. Broke my fast, and whilst on the second glass of warm water, I just had a very intense experience, very intense neuropsychiatric symptoms, anxiety, depression, despair. It hit me like a ton of bricks, and it was something, the main symptoms I've been dealing with that I'm looking to resolve with the fasts. It's not something I expected to happen at that exact point. It's just been a little crushing. I've been really, really struggling all day. I've had great support with Svetlana. Michelle has been phenomenal. The doctor and Nastia popped by, and they advised that today, instead of fully refeeding, I spend the day on water and vegetable broth, and I've added in some Endros gel to help with binding toxins. They feel that it's discharge of toxins that may be causing this. So I had a great massage with Nastia as well, who worked on my liver again. There's just been a lot of panic, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, coming from how intense things have hit me today. And I'm just hoping for a better day. I know that from the great lectures we've had, I know that the first day of the refeed can be notoriously tough for people. I expected that to be more along the lines of exhaustion, tiredness, a lot of sleep. And for it to hit like it did with just really intense anxiety to the point that I've been wired and unable to think straight. It's been a real kicker. But I'm doing what I can. I'm in good hands. And I'm hoping that tomorrow will be a better day. Hi, so it's day 2 of my exit and day 10 of the retreat. It's been another challenging day. I've had a difficult time on the exit with some psychological symptoms, and I feel very tired, very run down, a little bit dizzy. I've had a good treatment today with the doctor and Nastya, and the staff have been really supportive. From a brief chat with Doctor Filonov, it looks like my liver is still intoxicated to a degree. So he's recommended that I will have to go through a second dry fast, ideally within the coming couple of months. Being on day 2 of the exit, that's quite a daunting thing to think of right now. But I know that I'm going to get benefits from what I've done. And I know that with time, I'll be stronger and I'll be ready to go again, and whatever it takes. So yeah, it's been a challenging day, a challenging exit after what was the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life with the dry fast. It really is a challenge. I read through all the books before I came. I researched the heck out of it. So I wouldn't say I was coming in blind or anything like that. But I think the only way to realize what you actually go through is to do one. I'd really recommend everybody to read up and learn as much as they can, and most importantly, prepare, because you'll have a much easier time with it if you are fully prepared. I'm really glad with the work I put in before I came with the procedures on the 21-day program. They certainly did help a lot. So I've seen all my wonderful retreat friends throughout the day as well, and I'm seeing that around days 3 a lot of the time and 4, they're bouncing back and they seem a lot more vibrant and a lot more themselves. So you're hoping after another good night's sleep that that'll be me tomorrow. Hi, so tomorrow is the last day of the retreat. It's been a lot to unpack. It's been a pretty intense experience, ups and downs, but something I'm really glad I've came and done. We've got a big meal tonight. All people who kind of feel like friends now. We've all been on this journey together, and it's been quite a ride. As you've seen from watching my testimonial, I've had a bumpy ride the last few days. And things haven't gone exactly how I'd hoped in the early stages, but they are just early stages. The great news is, and this is where I can reassure people, is that with my concerns, I took them to the staff here. Svetlana and Doctor Filonov were absolutely incredible. They sat down with me, took some time with me, helped me plot a path forward, listened to my fears and concerns. And I feel like I have a really good plan, and I'm excited for the future. In terms of what I expected, I don't think it wasn't what I expected, but I don't think anybody can expect anything doing something like this for the first time. It was, you kind of feel like you're cut off from the world in a really great way. This little piece of paradise down here, that it's a beautiful place. The staff here can't do enough for you, and yeah, if my intention is to need to continue on my fasting journey, and I'm aiming to do another long fast, this time at home in a couple of months' time. And should it be necessary, there's a very high likelihood I'll find myself back here in March or April next year for the forthcoming retreats. I mean, if you are thinking about doing it, know that it'll be challenging in a way you've probably never experienced it before. But I've been here, I've seen people, maybe I've had a difficult time with things coming out the exit, perhaps in comparison to some others, but I've seen with my own eyes some incredible things. I've seen people change I've seen people do things and be able to do things that they haven't been able to do for months and years in some cases. And it's pretty awe-inspiring. And I think most people come down this path, they're quite desperate to heal and desperate to get their life back at the quality they know it to be. And if that resonates with you, that's how I felt looking at these videos. If that resonates with you, as it did with me, then I certainly think this is worth a shot. I've seen it with my own eyes. So yeah, thank you.